get one milkweed to survive. I need to try to get a few more in here. I did one over there, but as of yet, I don't see it, so I must have not made it. I love this little one. So cute. Some miscellaneous in here. And this year is the first year these irises came out, so that's awesome. That's growing up on the ladder. Last fall, it was maybe about 3/4 of the way up. This year, I expect it all the way up. It's white flowers. It looks really cool when it's ready to bloom, and once it's in bloom. That is now a little clematis. I got like a magenta kind of color, almost deep purple. Excited to see that as it grows. I had a little work on killing all these weeds and then starting to turn that soil over and moving some plants around. Planted a few more flowers today for in the bucket. Oh, I don't see that. I have to get a new light. But we've got a lot of catnip. But it's kind of cool. I might have to move it. It's getting a lot. Got it in strategic places all over, but it kind of should have been in the back of the garden. So I might move a few things around this fall. Hyacinths are starting to come up. The iris are very beautiful. The weird thing is I remember like 2 colors, so now that I see kind of a blend of white and yellow and purple and white, I'm kind of excited. I don't even remember adding more color, but it's very possible. I forget what I do over the years. Some things I do in the fall, I grab a few more plants or whatever. So sometimes it's hard to remember what I did. But we definitely have, a good-sized garden. Got a lot of little bushes. This year I need to protect them in the fall because the deer do chew them down every year. And the lilac bushes were very cool. I've got these that come out about the same Mother's Day or after. And then there's several over here. I think I have 2 over there. And those bloom a little later. And those have blooms on them right now. They're just starting to open up. So that's really cool. Doesn't look as good from the back. My animals love their house as much as my house. But that's the clematis, which looks a little bit off there. Sorry. There we go. Gotta work on that a little bit. And originally here was like a tea tree, a tree teepee. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of needs a little TLC. Planted some tiger lilies there, and then that is a rhubarb plant. And I wanted some rhubarb, and it's growing great this year. So this is our tree. It will bloom a little bit here. Japanese maple. I've been a little bit bummed on this. It got some kind of illness 2 years ago. And it does come out, but this year it doesn't look like it's going to. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit, and either it's going to make it or it's not. He's got nice daisies. Again, this is like an ever-blooming daisies. Once these come out, they go like almost all fall. Till fall. I love that. Thank you, Karen Thompson. Butterfly bush is getting there. I should trim the tops a little bit, probably. This, in another 2 weeks, it's going to look like a totally different bush. And this is where I feed my birds, up and down on the ladders. They love it. Squirrels do too. That's the deep purple. You can kind of see what it's going to look like. So I'm really excited. And this is the one, literally in 2 weeks, this has a bird. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. kind of want to get the backside. Unfortunately, Rob just nicked off one more lilac bush. He didn't see it there. It wasn't that big. I'm hoping it comes back. But I am going to move these. They're not strategically placed. But this one's now the only one, and maybe that one will come back, left from my dad's house, mom and dad's house. And this is the part of the same lilac bush I grew up with. And I can't even begin to tell you how many hours I spent picking lilac bushes and playing around this lilac bush by my parents' house. So to have a little remnant of that kind of is kind of cool. Just like those ladders are both my dad's. Somehow that's just means a lot to me in later in life. So these are about done in bloom. So you can see the very end, but it always makes it smell so nice for a while. I don't remember where I got these. I think they were on the property, but just a different location, and I moved them. So my ferns I'm excited about. The ones in the back are fiddlehead ferns, and then just regular ferns in front of them. Since this is such a shady area, I need something here to kind of fill in. Like the other end looks so nice, and this end's kind of eh. So I'm not sure if we'll ever see iris here because it doesn't get enough sun. But for some reason, this tree isn't coming out completely like it should. It's the same tree as the one across from it, but these branches are pretty bare, and I'm not sure what's going on with that either this year, because part of it has its leaves and part of it doesn't. So I wouldn't mind it staying away a little bit just to get a little more sun over here. But anyway, yeah, I have beanies I transplanted, and those have never come up good. I moved them from over there over here, and it looks a little bit more promising. And again, I had little bushes, which looked better last year, except for the fact the deer ate them down again. So I need to clean this one out, sorry. But it does have a plant on it. Transplanted some more lilies this way. This, I love how where it's going and how it's climbing up, and it's got some nice flowers on it already. Let's see, it's climbing up over. Got to redo the hummingbird feeder. No matter where I put it, the ants come get it. I didn't know what one of these was. I do now, and I've been filling it for a couple years now. So it's for woodpeckers. They prefer, I can tell you, to get on this and eat their suet. You can buy little logs that fit in those holes exact, but it's almost 2.25 times more expensive than regular suet. So I just cut my suet and shoved it myself. Money saving tip. Brand new feeder. And if you look, you'd be surprised. The squirrels have already chewed on it. This squirrel proof, by the way. But most squirrels will get at anything. And that one's got a little flowers on it. That one's going to come back too. But here's my little flowers that I set up earlier. I'm going to have to trim some of these. I see the bushes are starting to hit the flowers, so that's not cool. But there's a little birdhouse. I have a little red birdhouse back there. I have a couple way on that end that actually every year I have a songbird in, and I love that part. So I'll have it kind of cleaned up. We had grandkids and over last night, so got a little messy. Oh, look at this. Get a little skittish. Kind of quiet. Maybe you can see. That one's starting to come out. A little dry, but it's doing good. The rose bush is about doing really good. And my herbs, tomatoes, peppers. I love these two colors together. Little pot I got off Facebook Marketplace. I'm growing some flowers in that. And I still haven't replaced my little thing in my fountain. But this, I didn't, these are the flowers from last year I bought. And I had it over there against the house. And it never really froze because it was under the awning or under the eave of the roof. And here we are. Magic flowers. Love it. So, yeah, I'm gonna try an avocado there now that it's warmer. Here's my herbs down. The flower's still doing good, and yeah, just sharing. My cilantro's kind of out of control. There's some rosemary back there. It looks like I killed one strawberry plant, but the rest, tomatoes and strawberries, doing good. Trying to transplant that tree in the back there. Tends to sprout seeds everywhere in that garden, and I'm finding trees, little trees coming up everywhere. So I figured, why not try to grow a few there and then maybe transplant them elsewhere. So this is my little piece of heaven. I got a little fire going, so I'm gonna sit by and just hang out with that for a while. So just wanted to show you all the changes.